Hello everyone, welcome to CAD Recaps. Today's drama is very famous one called F4 Thailand. Before I begin, if you're not subscribed yet to my channel, make sure to hit the subscription button to get all our new videos. Our story begins with Goria, a poor girl who has a scholarship in a school for the rich people, sitting alone in her class. A girl approaches her asking why she is alone. Goria tells her that she hates dealing with the rich and arrogant students. The girl, whose name is Hannah, chooses to be friends with Goria, so Goria tells her about the school, that they're playing a game named the red card. Whomever receives the card, the students takes him to the place of the F4, and starts bullying him. At the same time a student receives the card, Goria and Hannah rushes to the place, to see him being bullied by the F4 group. Goria goes angry to the roof screaming that the F4 are a bunch of bastards, and when she leaves, Rin, the fourth member of the F4, appears after hearing her. Goria then goes to her work and tells her friends about the F4, so they search about them on the internet. Tam is the leader of the group, he is the strongest and the richest, and his mother owns the whole school. Kevin is also from a rich family and they have many companies. MJ is a problem seeker, as his family are a famous mafia. Unlike Rin, who is also rich, but hates bullying people and loves drawing. The next day Goria was in the cafeteria with Hannah, whom spills food on Tam's shoe by mistake. She begs him in fear to forgive her, and he tells her arrogantly he will, if only she licks his shoe. Goria tells him with anger to stop. So Tam approaches her, and surprisingly tells her that he loves her courage and leaves. Goria goes to her locker to find the red card there. She runs quickly, but they reach her and begin bullying her. Goria manages to escape to the roof, but she bumps into Rin, who helped in hiding her. Rin gently tells her to be more careful and he goes, leaving Goria questioning about why he'd helped her. Goria left the roof after school to be surprised with more students who came to harass her, but for the second time Rin appears and helps her. When Tam knew what happened, he went furious, as he didn't tell them to harass Goria in this way. MJ tells him that's because it's the first time they give a card to a girl, but the angry Tam tells them from now on Goria is his enemy. When Tam goes home, his mother rebukes him, telling him how he'd manage their companies if he couldn't manage a small school. While Goria's family, on seeing her bad mood, they decided to buy her a new pair of shoes, which made her so happy. The next day, the students take her shoe, making her following them to Tam, who with no mercy cuts her shoe and throws it on trash. Goria cries over her shoe, but it takes it, wearing it in grief, while Tam was watching her in amazement. Then Goria hits Tam, screaming that she can't take it anymore. Tam as well as everyone were shocked. And someone had recorded what happened. Then Tam, who was beat for the first time in his life, kidnapped Goria, but in his house, they made a makeover for her, and she was taken to Tam. Tam tells her that her makeover's cost is 5 millions, and he gives her a car costing 10 millions, telling her to apologize to him in front of the entire school, and it's a win-win. But the shocked Goria throws the key in his face, and starts beating and insulting him. Tam asks her angrily what she wants, 10, 20 or 30 millions? He can pay. But before she replies, his mother comes and kicks her out. The next day, Goria sees bad words written about her, so she gets angry and goes to the roof to scream as usual. Rin comes out and starts calming her down, and Goria thanks him, telling him he is different from his friends as he always helps her. Then Goria goes to work and tells her friend that she likes Rin, although he is one of the F4, but he is kind and friendly. At night she hangs out with Hannah, who apologizes for putting Goria in trouble and not helping her though. But Goria tells her they're friends whether she helped her or not. Then Goria sees Rin standing gazing into a large signboard. She tells him that she also loves the famous model Mira, and wants to be like her one day. After a brief conversation with Rin, Goria goes back to Hannah to go home, not knowing that Tam was watching them. The next day, Hannah was shocked to see the red card on her locker, and quickly the students took her to Tam. He asked her to cut her hair, but Goria yelled at him, running towards him. Tam smiled triumphantly and handed the razor to her, telling her to shave her own hair instead of Hannah, or she could just apologize in front of everyone. But the strong Goria refuses to do so, and takes the razor to shave her hair, but likely Rin appears and stops the show at the last moment, making Tam angry and frustrated. Then a group of girls that seem to hate Goria before goes to her. They tells her that they love how she defends her friend. Then they invite her to a welcoming party for the famous model Mira, who is friends with Rin, the party owner. Goria can't imagine that she'll see her in real life, so she goes, but there, they starts bullying her again, telling everyone that she acts like she hates Tam. But she keeps following him everywhere, even to this party. Goria was shocked that they deceived her. Then Tam and his friends entered the place, so Goria quickly went outside to the pool not to let him see her, but the girls followed her and spilled food on her clothes. Tam saw what happened and felt angry for some reason, and he was going to scold them, but Rin comes and helps her to clean her clothes, and surprisingly Mira defends Goria and pushes the girls into the water. Then she takes Goria to give her a new dress, telling her that Rin talks about her a lot. Goria gets out well dressed in front of everyone, making the whole room gazing into her beauty, even Tam himself. Rin goes to ask her for a dance, but the angry Tam prevents him, shouting she is his enemy and should have no place in his party. Rin fights with Tam, and in order to stop them, Goria pushes herself to Tam, but she falls to kiss him by mistake, so he gets shocked and leaves the party. But after what happened he was thinking of Goria 24/7. He admits to himself that she is different than any other girl, and maybe she is in love with him, that's why she pushed herself on him. About Goria, she went to Rin's house to return the dress to Mira, but she heard Rin arguing with her that he loves her, and doesn't want her to travel again. Goria was shocked and left the place crying. Then Tam starts chasing Goria everywhere. He buys the school bus to be alone with her, but Goria quarrels with him and gets out, to be pumped into a beautiful lady. The young lady tells her that she is Tam's sister, then she takes Tam with her. At school, Goria feels pity for Rin who is sad about Mira, so she goes to her and begs her to stay with Rin, but Mira refuses. When Goria goes out she meets Rin who rebukes her angrily for begging Mira like that. But Goria shouts at him that if he truly loves her he must stop her. Then comes the time for Mira to travel, the F4 with Goria goes to say. And then Rin comes and tells Goria that he thought about what she said, and he's traveling with Mira, and he thanked her and kissed her head, making Tam for the first time feel jealous of his closeness to her. He reconciled with Rin before traveling though. Then Tam asks his sister how to get closer to Goria, so she tells him to ask her out first. So Tam appears in the TV in front of the whole cafeteria asking Goria to go out with him. Goria didn't believe that, and she thinks he would bully her as usual. And in the day Tam told her about she was hanging with her friend, but she thought what if Tam was actually waiting for her. She went to the place that he said quickly, to be surprised by him still there. Tam angrily yelled at her that he never waited for anyone before, and they quarreled as usual, but they went together nonetheless. Goria gave Tam a towel to dry his hair, and when he knew she had nothing else, he put it on her. Goria felt he was nicer than he looks. She saw a gentle and childish side of him that she had never seen before in the school. Tam takes Goria to a restaurant, but she notices that the food is very expensive, so she takes him away. But he tells her that he is hungry and he will pay. But both of them are surprised that the door has been closed and they are stuck inside. Tam began to lose his strength and fell ill because of waiting in the rain, which made Goria take care of him. Then she asked him to cancel her red card. Tam nodded tiredly that he would, and then fell asleep. The next day, the maid opened the door for Tam and Goria to get out quickly. Then Tam dropped Goria home and asked her out again, but she refused. When Goria returns home, she discovers that the debtors want to foreclose on their house because her father has borrowed a large sum from them. Goria decided to go to the debtor, who is the owner of a large nightclub, and tells him that she would pay the loan in installments, but the man tells her to work in the club until she collect the money, and assured her that no one would harass her. But one of the clients tried, so Goria stopped him quickly, and told the guard that she is resigning and would collect the money as soon as possible. The next day at school, a video clip of Tam dropping Goria home spread, which made rumors spread that they are in an affair. Goria tried to deny it, but Tam came out in front of everyone telling them that they are, and that he had cancelled her red card as he had promised. In the evening, Tam went to visit Goria's house, but her father scolded him because it was late. But when he learned his name and that he was the same guy he had seen on TV, he allowed him to come in warmly and they prepared food for him. For the first time in his life, Tam feels the warmth of the family and his heart beats for Goria. And when they went out, Goria asked him why he came, so he told her that he knew that she was sick, so he came to get medicine for her. They both started quarreling as usual, but the gate broke and Goria almost fell, but Tam held her, which made her feel shy, and she asked him to leave. The next day, Goria was surprised by pictures that have spread of her while she was in the nightclub. Tam arrives at the place and looks at the pictures in shock and asks her about the matter. Goria tries to say that the pictures are photoshopped, but then she confesses the truth. She asks Tam to hear her, but Tam tells her in shock that he didn't know she is such an easy girl. MJ and Kevin tried to find out who posted the pictures, while Tam was overwhelmed with grief in a nightclub. Hannah was in the same club. She put a hypnotic for Tam in one of the cups and gave it to him. Tam took the cup and then Hannah took him with her. At the same time, Kevin had arrived at the club that Goria went to, and when the owner learned that he is one of the F4 confessed to him that his daughter Hannah is the one who took the pictures. In the same day, Hannah was in a hotel room with the sleeping Tam, and she ignored his friends' calls, who started looking for him, then sent a message from his phone to the students to bully Gorya again. In the morning, Gorya was surprised that the students were bullying her again, and they took her friend's motorcycle. Tam woke up to find himself with Hannah, who tried to make out with him, but Tam prevented her and asked her why she is doing this. Despite knowing that he loves her friend Gorya, she told him that she didn't hate anyone in her life as much as Gorya, because she took him from her, and that she should be the one in her place. And she told him that she was his classmate since childhood and that she had loved him for a long time, but he hated her because she was not beautiful, so she underwent plastic surgery to be beautiful. And she came to his school to be with him, but Gorya spoiled it all. Also tells him that she made her father loan Gorya's father to lure her to the nightclub to take pictures of her, but even though he still thinks of her, Tam angrily tells her that he does it because he loves her. Then he apologizes to Hannah for what he did in the past. But he really loves Gorya and she can't be Gorya no matter what she does. Hannah screamed hysterically and tries to cut her face, but Tam grabbed her hand to hurt him instead, and told her that she should focus on her life and love herself instead of trying to hurt herself. Going back to Gorya, the students had burned her friend's motorcycle indifferent to her screams. Even the bullying girls took pity on her and felt that this was too much. And before one of the students hit her, Tam grabbed his hand and hit him. Then he held Gorya in his arms and carried her, and apologized to her for not believing her, so Gorya began crying hard. Tam took Gorya to his home, and began to bandage her wounds, then he confessed his love to her, and told her that she is the first girl to win his heart in his life. Then Tam asked her if she agrees to become his girl. Gorya, who was asleep, nodded, and Tam thought that she had agreed, so he felt very happy. The next day Gorya wakes up to find that Tam has brought her new clothes, and several motorcycles to choose one of. Gorya calls him to tell him she doesn't want to, but Tam tells her he's gone to punish the students who bullied her. But she has to take the motorcycle because it's her friends after all, not her. When Gorya arrived at the school, she found Hannah in front of her. And she told her that she would never forgive her for what she did, but she wishes her to find happiness in the new school that she would move to. But Hannah did not reply and left. Then Gorya found a message from her telling her that she is sorry. So she started crying. But after a while, Tam appears and tells the whole school that anyone who approaches his girlfriend Gorya will be punished. Gorya asked him in shock when she became his girlfriend, so Tam told her that he asked her yesterday. But Gorya told him that she was asleep and didn't remember, and they started quarreling again. But what interrupted them was the arrival of Rin, who returned from travel. Tam tells Rin that Gorya has become his girlfriend and Rin was happy for them. Then Tam told her that he called her a lot and she didn't answer, so Gorya told him that her phone was broken. Tam bought Gorya a new phone, but he was bothering her with his many messages. But her friend asked her to go out with Tam with her and her boyfriend in a double date. Gorya called Tam to ask him to go on the date, but he was angry because of her late reply, and he made her beg him for a bit, and then he agreed to go. When Tam saw her, he shyly told her that her clothes are cute, and then he met her friend's boyfriend, who looked playful. Shortly after, Tam had gone to make a call when he heard him talking to his friend telling him that his girlfriend is not his type at all. But when he saw Gorya, he felt that she is much better than her and seems to be his type. Tam felt very angry and hit him on the face, but Gorya arrived and stopped him. Tam took her and tried to tell her the matter, but Gorya told him that he hadn't changed. He still loved violence, and she hates him like that. And when Tam saw that she was not giving him a chance to explain the matter, he left her angrily. The next day, Gorya sees on the news that Mira got married, so she runs to Rin. When Tam sees her and calls her to apologize to her, she doesn't respond. Gorya goes to Rin and sadly, and Rin tells her that he was happy with Mira, but he felt that he was a burden to her in her work, so he separated from her in order to be with someone better than him. And he feels worthless. But Gorya cries and asks him not to talk about himself like that, because he is important to her as he always helped her, and if it wasn't him, she would have never been with Tam. Rin hugged Gorya, who was crying so hard, but they didn't know that Tam had seen them. Tam went angrily to hit a student for no reason, and he thinks that Gorya quarreled with him last time to leave him for Rin. Then Tam told everyone angrily that Rin isn't one of the F4 anymore. Gorya tried to talk to him but he angrily told her there was nothing more to talk about. But Gorya followed him to one of the classes and told him not to get it wrong, and if he is angry with her he shouldn't punish Rin. Tam got angry because she is defending Rin. Then he shouted at her to tell him that she hates Rin. Gorya couldn't do that, so Tam sadly told her that it doesn't matter, because she wouldn't choose him anyway. Tam went through a state of depression as well as Gorya, especially Tam, who locked himself in his room, refusing to talk to anyone. Rin took Gorya out to comfort her a bit, but she was talking about Tam the whole time. After that, Gorya and Rin went to the mall to meet her friend and Kevin, with them her friend's ex-boyfriend. And he tells Kevin that it is clear that the F4 only like poor girls, just like the fool Tam. Gorya, who heard him, felt angry and hit him, shouting at him not to dare call her boyfriend Tam an idiot because he could never be like him. When Rin saw this, he knew that Gorya loves Tam, so he called him to make up at school, but he was surprised when Tam telling him that Gorya loves him, and apologized to him for what he had done, and that he wouldn't lose his lifelong friend for Gorya. Then Rin told him that it is good that he said that he cares no longer about Gorya, because she likes him, and he wants to mess with her for a bit, and then leave her because she is a simple girl and not his type. Tam went mad upon hearing this, and beat Rin, harshly warning him not to talk about Gorya like that, and that he didn't dare to mess with her, and that if he approached her he would make him regret it. Then Rin told him to admit to himself that he loves her, so Tam shouted strongly that he loves her and didn't want anyone to approach her even if she didn't love him. At the same time, Gorya was trying sadly to contact Tam, and then she sent him a message apologizing to him, but she got a message that they are at the school now. Rin sat on the floor tiredly and laughed happily as he told Tam that he knew he loves Gorya, then told him that he did all this to make him confess, and he didn't dare to say that he didn't care about her again, then told him that she didn't stop talking about him, and that she had said in the mall in front of everyone she's his girl. Tam was so happy and got up to hug Rin, but Gorya arrived at this moment, and she saw him wounded like this, so she started hitting him worried, but Tam told her that he is fine. Tam sat with Gorya and told her while she was bandaging his wound that throughout his life he didn't feel his mother's tenderness. On contrary, he was raised on strength and cruelty to be the heir of the family, but since he met her and she was the only person who was not afraid of him, she taught him that he was wrong, and she was able to change him completely. Then Tam told her that he loves her, and so did Gorya. Then Tam took her to the place of bullying in the school and then closed it and told her that no one else would ever be wronged, and that the card game ends here and forever. In the morning, Gorya returned home happily and opened the door, to find Tam's mother waiting inside. This is all for today's video. If you like it, make sure to hit the like button, and wait for the next part. Love you guys, and thanks for watching.